Yes, hello, my friends. I have some good news which I want to share with you. I have just received an email from a lady who observed my last meeting with my son. I will read out. Dear Mr. Eugene Lukjanenko, I have been asked to email you to advise you that with immediate effect, Bisi Aturu is no longer the allocated social worker for your son. I am respectfully requesting that you do not cite Bisi as a social worker in any further social media, please, as she no longer attached to your son's case. Whoa! I am unable to discuss the decision making with you any further, except to advise that BC has always worked under the instructions of Medway Council Children's Services. A new social worker will be allocated in due course. Thank you for your attention to this matter. If I do not respond to your emails, it is because I am dealing with other areas of responsibility in the council and I am not being rude. Kind regards. I withheld the name of this lady because she was quite good to me and to my son, and I'm not sure if she wants to be publicized, okay? So, yesterday, this Bisi Aturu, she didn't dare even to come to hearing, you see? And rightly so. Because other disclosures on the way. So she gone. So I will write my response. Dear Miss, name withheld. It was a pleasure to meet you another day. I will inform my support group about this decision and will try to prevent further disclosures in regards of Bisi Aturu. I will try my best, but of course cannot guarantee it, as I am dealing with hundreds of people from dozens of countries at the moment. I understand they are preparing disclosures in regards of other people involved whom we consider responsible for detention of my son. If I may ask you to be social worker of my son if you remain in Medway, perhaps we can ask your leadership to leave you at council, because this lady, I was told that she's leaving council as well, I don't know why. I will write a letter to Endomini about it unless you are against it. If not, perhaps they could consider a social worker called, names withheld. It was one quite a reasonable guy, you see. I don't want to name him. Do not remember his surname. He observed one contact and found it very good. We also liked him a lot. Seems he is a kind human being. As I always maintained, I would be happy to cooperate openly and honestly with Medway Services towards reunification with my son. He needs his dad. He, poor soul, really needs peace. I so much miss him and would do all required to get him back home as soon as possible. Best regards. Postscriptum. Will broadcast this news now on Facebook. Your name will not be mentioned. So, I want to remind you also that this injunction, it was signed by Bisi Aturu. It all goes, her affidavit, all this stuff. Obviously, she needs to be cross-questioned, isn't it? 16th of January. So, whom else I will cross-question then if she'll be not there? Well, I mean, she might still come to answer this. Maybe she'll remain in Medway Council, I do not know. So I think now we have to concentrate on, as what I said, to other members of Medway Council who are responsible for detention of my son, unless they will agree, work together openly and honestly, best interest of a child, like it is by Children Act, and all that. So we get rid of this person. Her manager also gone. But it's a pity that this person whom I mentioned, she is leaving, because she was really nice, normal human being. As well, of course, I don't trust any social worker, you see, but I mean, I met her before, you see, and she came and she didn't know this case at all. She says she knows Russian culture and Latvian people and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, at least I didn't see harm from her, you see. She was quite good. In the contact, she was quite good. Sometimes she spoke, rubbish, of course. But she knew films. She made some homework. She looked on the films which I showed to my son. These Russian, comedies and some other films. She got some sort of compassion, Sometimes she spoke bullshit. Oh, children, they became independent and they're leaving their parents. He's 14 years old. Just sometimes people just talk. Right. Oh, James, hello. I say hello to everybody. Antoine, James, Sarah Ruth. Hello, Sarah Ruth. Nice to see you. So you see, this one is gone. Ovidi, Richard, hello. Thank you for your help. Very much. So I do hope that Medvedev will find someone reasonable, not to make us to get rid of another one. Obviously, it happened after yesterday's hearing. I guess so, yeah. After yesterday's hearing, after I offered to give barrister some private lessons in law, because he obviously doesn't know law. He put all the regulations from 2013 in front of the judge, and he didn't put 2015. And I had to quote judgment of Judge Coulthard, who says that I have my right at liberty to discharge this injunction. So all question is not as much as they breached this injunction, but matter if this injunction is legal to basically start with. And I maintain it's not legal for two reasons. First of all, because I never got a chance even to say against this injunction. It was never a contested hearing about that. It was always adjourned, and that was it. That's one reason. Secondly, like in any normal country, people can criticize social workers, they can criticize whoever they like. And if they don't like it, they could go to the court for a slander. Not just shut my mouth, you just cannot do that. It's quite silly. However, well, we have to be fair. That's why I will put it on my wall that she is no longer a worker. And because we have to be fair in what we are doing, I told them that anyone who is gone from anyone negative who goes from my life of my son, we will not criticize them more. Because my aim is to bring my son back, not to fight with anyone else. She was disgusting, this person, you see. She humiliated me and my son no end. It's not that I could be victimized, but as a result, of course, I reacted appropriately, and he had to suffer in the result of that. And she wrote such bullshit statements, this is incredible. I mean, he was key figure in all proceedings, because Judge Skarat cross-questioned her about contact, about my son. Well, if she is gone, she will have to be still responsible for what she wrote. So it's not the fact that she will be not playing any more role, you see. So her statement might stay. But in any event, it's a bit of step forward. I will see whom they will give next one, who will be another one. I do hope it will be someone reasonable. Yeah, I stopped my hunger strike, you see. 2 weeks, there is no, and I think my next one I will do in one place. If I go to RCJ, I will remain there day and night. I will take very warm sleeping bag, and I'll be sleeping there. I'm not moving around. That's definitely, it is impossible to combine any activity and hunger strike. Still, I have to. Well, I have to. It's of course it's good. It's a victory, in a way. But we have a key figure in this matter, internal director of Children's Services. So, sorry, I just signed here this letter. Yes. They could be good. These people, if they want to. If they want to be good. Gelu, see. Oh, thank you so much for your help, Gelu. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate that, because I was told that these 2 times I don't have lessons, private lessons, because yesterday and next week they are on the holidays, will not practice. I mean, well, it's good to have you back. You need to be strong. Stop that hunger strike. You need to feed. You're not humans, if you believe so. Yeah, hello, yes. It will be a march. Yeah, I know about this march. Yeah. I am a private person. I'm not a politician, to start with. Secondly, I assume that issues of child protection of UK, it's a matter to be decided, first of all, by British parents. I'm extremely grateful to people who come yesterday to me. Extremely grateful, I'm grateful to Laszlo Kulchar, again. I'm grateful to Lisette. God bless you, my dear friends. I'm sorry I could not really give you this attention which you deserved. Hope meet you in other times. God bless you. Of course, I'm very much grateful to English people who come, to David Alexander with his support group, to Sarah Root, to another lady who was, just get her name, didn't come to my mind. To Hillary, yes, Hillary just was your name to come. Thank you so much again for your coming. You knew my son for a long, long time. You were our babysitter, you see. Claudia, hello. So, I will see what comes next. But now I will remove her. I will just tell this news on Twitter. First of all, it has to be good advertised that she has gone. The people know that she has gone. And if she comes to 16th to give evidence, I'll make a mincemeat out of her. That's I promise. The main thing is to bring as much as possible people on the 16th of January to Canterbury. It's about the same distance as, a bit farther than very beautiful town, by the way. People who will come from overseas, they will enjoy it. It's one of the most interesting historical towns in the UK. So please welcome all my friends to come. You'll be enjoying. It's a beautiful town. I'm digressing. Well, thanks to the God who made this happen, and thanks to you, all of you, because we put pressure on her. And you'll put pressure further on till my son comes back home. Simple as that. My thoughts with my son. I was actually going just to go with megaphone and to shout that I want to see my son. That's what I want to have. Not waiting till 2 months more. It's disgusting. He, poor soul, he asked me to remove his photo, you see? And I could feel tears in his eyes, because I wanted to establish how far it is, what he wants, and how much he was brainwashed, because I told him that there are many children. He said, my friends, they sort of all school knows that, you see. And I explained him that we love him very much, and my friends love him so much. And in many countries they love him, and they pray for him. Poor soul, already second time she should endure all that. It's so... He's so kind, you know. He liked biology. This is his favorite subject, you know, about animals, about insects. He should suffer like that. They found victim making bloody money on him, suckers, you know. But I always told them that I guarantee full stop of hostilities. And I told them in a meeting with these ladies that I forgot about them forever. So they can't take me as their political opponent. Absolutely not. But they have to hurry up, because the processes will be starting. I'll not be able to move them as quickly as I would want. So we have to consider whether we made further disclosures in regards of Domini. I got some information from my supporters that she's under scrutiny now, and she's been investigated. So I do hope that Domini will get this message, and I have nothing against, as long as she not return my son back to my care. As for yesterday hearing, well, unfortunately, judge was very, very serious in regards of my lengthy prison sentence if breaches will be proven. I am sorry. I will translate later on. I cannot understand now. Floria, I don't see now. Cannot click on a translation. Just if you tell someone here. Hold on. He was very serious about prison, about breaches, and then we go matter of the solicitor. You see, they so want me to have solicitor. They are just crazy about it. I would take a criminal solicitor. You see. But my case might be under public law. That's the question. They're all scratching their heads. They don't know, is it family case or public case or criminal case? No one can give me an answer, bloody hell, you see. Criminal solicitors, they could be different, you know. And I said to him, Judge, I can't find, because some of them do not share my views. Your views? What views? They are servants of the court. They are court officer first, and then they are your solicitor second. That's answer on your question, my friends, you see. Still, if I pay $5 grand, of course I would hopefully find someone decent, you know, but for this legal aid, I mean, they will not risk their franchise to go against authorities. I mean, of course I would need some technical advice. People who were in the court yesterday, they could see I confronted judge, and I don't think any from solicitors could confront him in the same way. Because I told him it is not in a communist country that we cannot criticize authorities. I mean, with all my respect, in my ex-Soviet Union, we could always get hope. We got some nice guy somewhere up, you know. You can make one phone call and your problem is solved, if you're lucky, okay? If you're not lucky, well, tough. But it was always chance. Here, there is nobody chance. I mean, they're like monolith. Like, you cannot really break them, you know. It's incredible. They don't listen to anyone. Anyone who's done by law, they take it for granted, you see. So they're bothered with the scandal, of course, very much. So the fact that they were denied the secret hearing, of course, they got in a trap which they prepared for themselves assholes, you see. That's what they done. They went and they just got it, you see. They just now start realize what they have held done. Didn't get the secret hearing, so if they not shut my mouth, I will have to expose to public what they done to my son to explain my behavior. And I can write pages and pages and pages. Even if media will ignore, hello Natasha, hello Holly, people will be listening then. He was in a panic, judge. He was to prevent people taking notes. Taking notes. You know, threatened, but no one takes seriously his threats, you know. But he's under total control of this Medved Council. I said to him, let's compromise working together. They're going for a committal already to you. They're, like cement, Proper gangsters. Don't take for granted any threats. Right, so it's good that she gone, but I want to see my son. Now he is brainwashed, but by some reason they allowed me to talk to him about the case. And then I easily explained to him that he knows not much what is going on. He doesn't read documents, still doesn't know a clue. He said to me, well, you continue protest already a year and a half, and it doesn't work, and you promised me that it will be over already soon, when it's not over. So what I could do? Just apologize and cry. That's what I could do. See? So he assumed if nothing can happen, you cannot take me back. Then don't make this people will be, bothering me. I understand that. I understand. He became so tall now, he's almost like me. But still a child. I could feel that he is a child, Imagine brought up by me, only don't have relatives around or mom. Hello, Danut. Right, so we have to concentrate our efforts to show people we will not stop. And I wonder who will be next social worker, who will be this person. Well, it all depends. It might be the same crap as before. You never know. I think they have their certain positions. One of position is to catch. Other position maybe to maintain. Everyone has his own role in this crap. Hi, Evgenia. Remember your book? Right. So now a bit of tricky situation, because solicitor who he looks like they all are the same because officers of the court. And he said, well, please, can you stop your campaign till we see each other and sign for legal aid? Sign for legal aid means he'll be paid. He'll be paid, and then he'll write statements for me. He'll be under control. Of course, I can refuse his services anytime. But he asked me to stop campaign, so I sent him a letter. I'll not give his name for the moment. All my actions could be justified under Article 40 Protection from Harassment Act. I intend to justify all my actions by exposing what they done to me and my son, by this reasonableness of behavior. In other words, all what they incriminate me could be disproved. That I had to act like I had to act. Second, I offered Medved yesterday and all the time to cooperate for the best interest of my son. They refused. Then let them burn in hell of negative social media with the potential of public media. I can stop this campaign only if steps are taken to bring my son back home via increase of contacts. We are not a totalitarian regime to accept seeing my son 4 times a year. Next, they are afraid of publicity. It will be much more of it. Ball is on their side. Unclosed paragraph from judgment, who is the key to this problem? No need for therapy as it appears. Oh, really? Oh, rejoice. I don't need any cuckoo therapy, you see. So, bring my child back then. Simple as that. I understand, they are scared. They are scared. If they give him back, I'll be in a situation when I can control the situation, and then I'll go to media and make the absolute mincemeat out with them. But I will not. I just want to have peace, and they can just piss off with all their lives from me. They don't trust me. Stakes are too high. Who knows what come to my mind next and what problem we'll have with my son, and I'll blame them. Problems which they are. Right, I will blame them, but I will not go further than my home about these blames. I told you again, bring my son home. Sooner the better for all of us. because these disclosures which I'm going to make with my friends, I have very good friends who are very keen in the computers and internet. So they are able to dig up all history of anyone who brings damage to me and to my son, and able to distribute it very widely. Yeah. So, oh, hello, Irina. So I kindly ask Medved to cooperate with me, because just to avoid further disclosures, which could be really not pleasant for you. And I appeal to people who are in charge. Please don't push these things more. So I want to see my son as soon as possible, please. Whatever, I'm not going to wait 2 months till 20th of December. I want to see my son as soon as possible. Okay? You get now another report from this lady, and don't mention her name. Make conclusions. Find other social worker. Let's make this matter to the close. Because disclosures will be devastating for you. Okay, so please don't bring things to as far as yet. Media is interested now. No secret hearing. My name will be published in the judgment. Just remember that. Richard, I will translate it later. I cannot click now because there is no this facility. So let's make matter to the close and work together as it the Children Act. Because I'm going to Medway just to collect signatures on streets, just to get rid of some individuals, and petition already online as well. So I kindly ask and Domini to use your power which you have. Find normal, appropriate social worker for my son. Normal human being. Maybe this lady who wrote me letter, she's very good. Maybe it's worthwhile to leave her in her job. She could be very positive in my relationship with my son. She's quite good. Or another man whom I mentioned in the same letter. Please choose one of those people. So what we have, and let's work together, because I'm not going to drag this too long. If it will start in campaign internet, I'll be able to stop it quickly. Okay. What I would like, morale from this question is, conclusion. Try to hope you win this corrupted system. I want my son back. And I with all my heart with everyone who is being persecuted by these people, but they have to make own efforts as well. Look like Romanian people are fighting. You see Barbu and Andrea and others, so... But it's not our country, the UK country, so they have to... Sorry, look what Ray told me. It's not our country. Let's get our children back. If someone is very much keen to fight system, I wish him good luck, but without help from UK parents, it will be very difficult. So give my son back, and I give all my support and my affection to any victims, and first of all, people who helped me and my son. Oh, I'm always for you as well. Thank you for your warmness and your help. But no reason to make a sort of celebration. It could be a good start. You agree to subtitle your videos to Romanians. Yeah, it will be great. But Ovid, if it is possible, just... yes, we talked about it before. If possible, not name my son. Not name him, if it's possible. Please. He does not want it, and I would feel also very... And that's all, I mean. Yes, I'll be quite happy if you would please You are the best. You are unique, my friends. My Romanian friends, I mean. I would be not really survive if it's not you. Thank you from my bottom of my heart. Thank you very much indeed. Doamne ajută. God bless all.